What's good? You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. Tonight, we have the unveiling of the motivated time that I'm building to a situation where I have a brand new series to produce to you. This one's called Champion Spotlight Site. Nah, that's League of Legends type stuff. That's one of the games that you'll see me start uploading on my other channel. Go over and subscribe to capital THE space capital CZARR. Shout to CommenterNation, Commenter Universe, Commenter Galaxy. However you put it, it's all the same thing. Now, this is called Celebrity Spotlight, Famous Spotlight. This is where we're going to discuss the violations and the viewer's perspective. Now, what's very important to understand, yesterday, I've spoken with the higher-ups. I've gotten a consensus of understanding that they do not have a very formatted and official standing and way that they produce or do certain things when someone makes a complaint, which I do think needs fixed. But shout to Addison. Me and her talk very in-depth, and I think I got very good let's say feedback and understanding from exactly what she's trying to do, what she was saying, and it helped me to progress, and it helped me to understand fully exactly the nature of the conversation and understanding between the incident that occurred yesterday. Now, what's important is also something that another viewer, Cash, has sent me, where it was speaking about enemies are to make us better. And I fully agree after listening and checking it out. I believe that when someone's in the opposition causing issue with us, that it's sent to make us think. It's sent to help us progress. All of these factors play into helping us grow as people. And the thing is, I've only consistently grown. Now, what's important to think about Tentacion, and again, I'm not going to drop names, but you guys can figure it out. There were individuals who pull up to his state and had an issue to the point where these guys were willing to take issues to a violent manner off of simple words. Now, we're not going to go into detail about who these people were affluent with, who they were affected to, but there was unanimous people that they were directly linked to. And you could check that out if you see the clout chasing videos, let alone we had clout chasing mannerisms indicated in the very confolds of what some of these MCs and some of these people have stood for. Now, in the rap game, we see that it's prevalent. People boost their career and stats off of dissing each other. I don't profess that that's a good idea, but we see it so normalized because of the culture itself and the way it builds and what's built by it. Now, what's very important for future reference is to understand that there were certain violations and things that Tentacion himself let go. He didn't respond to when they were getting clout. And even though people try and use and think fear is a powerful tool, when there's many other tools that are utilized much effective, we've seen that he did not do the same clown stuff that was done towards him. And this shows his maturity as an artist, as a person. This is very important to keep in mind because we have a lot of people who can't seem to think this way. We have many people who have never made themselves to grow, to reach these type of levels of competency. And even as we go on today, there's many levels of competency that people have to reach, but we can profess to ourselves that as we grow, we become better people. Now, in this celebrity spotlight, those violations of people pulling up to the state, doing social media things, trying to build clout off his name, even as we see them threaten his legacy and different things he's done to make some type of financial gain off of it, even up to the point of trying to say that the money was possible reason for people doing what they did. We begin to think about our own and how it reflects that. That's where the viewer's conscious and perception and their perspective comes into play. We have many different objective things that we discuss. So I ask that CommenterNation, instead of making two things, accusations and pointing the finger and trying to say that, look, like what happened to me yesterday when they were untrue as their corporate looked and saw. They watched my videos and saw it wasn't true what was being said. So the accusations and things They need to be held back. The slander needs to go. CommenterNation's most dangerous weapon is perspective and the conscious debate and conversation that we put into action, that we put into motion. It's what hurts the movement of hatred more than anything. That not only you guys give your viewpoints with evidence, but you interact with each other to build a relationship so that we maintain a strong union and strong united team. That is what a lot of YouTubers do not do. That's why I said we're pioneering, because a lot of people speak on the thing. They just want to put their comment out and keep it moving. But we do things different. We interact with each other. I've seen many commenters since the beginning link up through email, conversate with each other, even build some sort of friendship through the online basis of what we created. That is exactly what my vision was in hindsight to how I wanted my commenters and my comments to develop. That is why I feel how I feel about this movement. So we're looking at an artist, a rapper, who is allegedly having an investigation go on in silence, and we don't see the news posting it. We don't see the people speaking on it unless it's negative. This alone should bring a perspective to people on what, not only what this artist meant, but the dangers that were present in his career around him. That the things he was doing was unlike other artists who used each other's reps to try and gain. Even though he had his faults, he never pursuantly drove to someone's state and threatened them. And he had this done a couple times, as we saw. Now, if you have them videos, you can drop it in the links below. But I'm not focused on that. What I'm focused on is CommenterNation understanding that we have to stay objective. We can't accuse one another of stuff, the lies and different things. And yes, I did my Ask the Source. I turned my hatred against me into breakout series, newly developed questioning, stronger motives and viewpoints. Being able to do this is a strategic weapon that most people fail at. They want to say, I'm a thoroughly expose someone by trying to put their perspective up against yours, which may differ. But I don't have to argue if I know who I am and I know what I do. That's silly. That's like me trying to say, I am a black male. No, someone's like, no, you're not. I am. Like, what am I arguing when I know what facts are? There's no reason to do it. And that's a higher level of thinking. See, I level up through each instance where I have some level of hatred, because that's part of why I say I'm from the hate room. It's because you had to learn how to sink or float. It was either you're doing it or you're not. You're going to be somebody or you're not. And it wasn't about debating whether it happens. It was about rising to the occasion and making it happen. One of the strongest things I've learned from watching my mentors, and that's where a lot of people fall short. That's why a lot of people that were even in the movement may not have gotten their level of growth, because they're too worried about the fun we have, and they're not looking at the life lessons we learn while we're watching this media. And shout to the TheCzarr Report, because that's the type of media that has helped me to groom myself above and beyond. Now, when I look at other YouTubers who are large that aren't of age that mentor is, I see where their copying styles come in, and I see a lot of things he meant. There are a lot of people that copy that style that have blown up and not given credit. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give credit, whether you want to or not. You know, it's one of them things where you give credit where it's due. And that's what's important. I turn all of the energy thrown at me into series. And that's what a lot of people can't do. That's what a lot of people, matter of fact, that's going to be the downfall in a lot of people. And as we stand together, my thing is, I think it's very important that CommenterNation realizes one thing. You're rocking with someone that prescribes the work to a genius level of media. That means that every single moment I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm becoming better at what I do. Every single chance I get, I'm progressing myself, becoming stronger in everything I believe in. That's why this media is going to grow. That's why our team's going to grow. That's why we're worldwide, and we're only going to get deeper in each country till the audience in each continent matches that of the US. Because CommenterNation is one of the greatest nations since United Nations. Not for any reason, not just because I say it, because when I had no one here following, this was the vision. And now we've reached this level and this plateau of growth, the vision is greater than that. I see way deeper. And we've reached 500,000 views. Applaud yourself. Because without the CommenterNation team, we wouldn't have been able to make it happen. Without Commenter Universe, Commenter Galaxy, Commenter, hashtag in front, we would not reach it. No YouTuber. That's why I say what I say. This is a universal title that can be given to anyone's group, but I coined it because I know what the commenter and comments do for me as a YouTuber. And I know, whether they say it or not, what it does for these other people. It creates a perspective of understanding that is beyond which is in front of someone. We begin to grow together and we ignore whatever's happening tumultuous around us. This makes us a prescribed method. This is what makes us a targeted method for any type of hatred, for any type of prejudice, because we are greater than that which was handed to us. All professionals, all people. Sometimes you're funny, sometimes you're joking, but at the end of the day, you are an important person to whatever area of life you fit into. That's what this is about. As was this rapper XxxTentacion. No matter what violations, no matter what these guys proceed to do, the legacy lives on and powerful because we keep it living. We keep it moving. That's why people